This is like a caveman discovering fire. I didn't know I needed this till I got it. I am thoroughly impressed with what this unit can do. You know when you fall in love with something and you think, how clever is this? Okay guys, so welcome back. I am going to do something different today. I'm going to talk to you about watch winders. Now, full disclosure, this watch winder here was given to me for free by a company called ENIGWATCH, and they reached out to me and they said, hey Brenny, would you like a watch finder? And I said sure, and I have literally just started to play with it now, and I wanted to cover it with you in this video. And it's extremely clever, but it's also, now that I have it, I'm thinking, Christ, why didn't I get this before? It's just one of them things that you never think you need till you have it, and then you think, Christ, I need it. Now I've got it on full mode just to show off. There's no way it should be running like this, but for this video I've done it. And it's got so much going on, even I'm forgetting how to use it. But when I explain it to you, hopefully you'll get to see what the difference are between an upgraded watch winder and a standard one. Now I've had this Wolf watch winder for 2 years and never had a problem with it. This is not about Wolf watch winders, but basically you just turn it on like that and you know it's on because it has a light there beeping, and then it does its thing, and you can turn it back on again, and then off it goes. And I want to just show you how it works. You basically put the watch in it like that, put the watch in, and then you see it winding away. Let's just, for demonstration purposes, let's look at this one. Open it with a fingerprint technology, and let's take out this watch because it stopped. Now it only stopped because I had it on demo mode. Okay, that's the watch. Turn this off. You grab this thing here and you literally just put it like that. One thing I don't like about this is a lot of strain on the watch strap, and when I put a bracelet on there, I always put it on the maximum so that the bracelet isn't under pressure. But I've had this for a long time and I highly recommend a Wolf watch winder. But it doesn't really have any brains to it. It basically just rotates one way, rotates the other way, and just keeps your watch ticking over. And as you can see now, it's rotating, but you'll see that it's slightly jumped there. It's not the most, engineered unit, and I have thought about upgrading it, and I just never got round to it, guys. So let's turn it off, get the watch back out, put it back in. Oh, I want to tell you a true story. I once had a brand new watch in this, and I dropped it, guys. I dropped it, but luckily for me it landed like that. You see that, guys? And that's something for you to realize, that it was actually protected. You get that? So the watch could have been damaged, but it wasn't because of the protection. So I mean, it literally landed straight on the floor that way, and I'm assuming that's what that design is for. Let's just have a look at the ENIGWATCH version. It's less stress on the watch, if you ask me. I can feel it's less of a spring on it, which is what I wanted. And then let's just put the watch in, and then let's have a look. Now, sadly, it doesn't do that. You see that? And it will not protect the watch. If I drop this watch on the floor, it's game over, guys. So well done, Wolf, for designing something that actually works. Right, so happy with the way it works. The guards really could be bigger, and there's loads of room here for the guards to actually do that, guys. So maybe the people at ENIGWATCH could look at that as an issue. I can't see another way to adjust this, but there you go. They also have these pillows, guys, which means if you had a very big watch, you could add a pillow, I believe, to the front of it. You see that, guys? And do it like that. I can't imagine you needing that, but they're there. They come with it. And it just slots in like that. Now, what I like about this unit here is you've got a multi-display. You've got an LED light, turn on and off, right? And you see it says line 0. Line 0 is both of these. Line 1 is the top, line 2 is the bottom, right? So you can go online and they will tell you about turns per day. But on line 1, we're going to set it to 650. Now, I've been on the Omega website and they're saying that is 650 to 800, and this gives you the option to 900. So I don't want to overwind the watch. I'd rather underwind it. So what that means is that watch will get turned 650 times a day, and that watch will swing left, right, or both ways. There will be notes that certain watches can only be wound one way, clockwise or anti-clockwise. You need to know your watch so you can set it accordingly, guys. I'm going to keep it both ways, and I'm going to have it at 650 turns per day, right? Now, you then go on to the second row, and I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to set that at 650 turns per day, and the same scenario. Right, now watch this, press the play button, that activates it, right? Let's turn it off. And then what you can do, you can be really lazy, you can go on 0 and then press the play button, and they both work. So you've got the option to be really lazy and just use the 0 line. You can do as little or as much as you want. And let's do it again. Let's turn them both off. See that? And then let's go back to line 1 on and line 2 on. That pretty much is what I'm talking about. Let's just turn off line 2 and let's just change the direction the opposite way. You see that's going the opposite way. Let's just go to line 1 and let's just have that going the other way. So now you see I've got them going opposite way, guys. It's like I'm saying, this is like a caveman discovering fire. I didn't know I needed this till I got it. I am thoroughly impressed with what this unit can do. So let's go back to normal again. Let's just turn that and leave that playing, and let's just go back to that and turn that and leave that playing. So you guys are impressed, right? Aren't you? I mean, I would be impressed. Let's go back to line 1, turn on. You're impressed, aren't you? Let's go back to line 2 and then turn that on as well. Okay, now, are you ready for the next part? It has a light, okay, and it also has a locking mechanism. Now, here's where I got a bit annoyed with it. Now, I've had this a couple of hours and I had to walk away from it because these instructions are not pertinent to this machine. They're just not. There is no set button anywhere on this unit. And to initiate the locking mechanism, which allows you to use fingerprints, 5 different fingerprints, I can't figure it out, and I've given up caring. And again, if somebody wanted to break into this, they could just run off with it, couldn't they? So I think I've given up on caring about the fingerprint technology, but it does open via fingerprint technology. All you do is you press that button, You hear that? Open. In the instructions it says when the unit is open, press the start button, it flashes for 5 seconds, then hold this button back and forth in 5-second increments to get it to work. And I have lost the will to live, guys. I read these instructions as well, and yeah, wasted on me. There's also 2 extra buttons on the back of this unit that I don't know what they do. Full disclosure, I will know eventually, but I just don't know what they do. Now, I want to show you something else as well. You get a control unit. Isn't that incredible? You actually get a control unit. So if we close the door, I've noticed something else about this unit. It must be like a safety feature. If it's been running and you open it, the watches stop rotating. How clever is that? Very clever, isn't it? And then you close it again and off they go. Now, this one here, this is amazing. So you can actually do everything we said before via remote control. So we're now amending, you see that? We're amending line 2. Press play, and now line 2 is going. You see that? You can stop line 2. There is a time delay, guys. So now we've stopped line 2, right? And let's try and do the next line, right? And we've stopped. Now we can stop line, yeah, and you can turn the light off. How clever is that? Isn't that very clever? So, and then what I don't get is this button. Oh, I think this is the self-destruct button, guys. I think, you know, when you've lost all hope and the thing isn't working, you put it into this mode. Oh yeah, there it is. You press it twice and watch, all bets are off. This puppy is just going full rate. I reckon this is the rev button. You know where you rev something, guys, and then but I think you have then unset everything. So let's try and reset everything from this location here. So now you can see line, so we've turned them both off. Let's go to line 1. Let's set it at 650 and let's get it playing. How cool is that? Now go to line 2. Let's set it at let's go mental, yeah, and we're setting it at 2,200 turns per day. Let's burn this baby out, and then let's initiate the poor watch. My poor yacht master is going to be dizzy by the time the day's over. And then let's turn it off again, and then let's put it back to where it should be again. You know, when you, now it will naturally stop, guys, because it's doing what it's meant to do. But you know, when you fall in love with something and you think, how clever is this? I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm looking at the build quality of the unit. It's got a lot of weight on it, guys. I like the door mechanism. I think it's a fantastic gimmick, if you ask me. I'm going to have to contact the company, ENIGWATCH, to find out where is this button, where is the set button. Thoroughly impressed by the unit. Now, here comes the big question. Would I buy this unit? 100%. It's so clever. I believe it's $600. That's $300. That's $600. This is not an infomercial. I have literally, after initially walking away from it thinking, I don't know how to set the fingerprint locking mechanism, so I need to take a break from this, to coming back with it and playing with it for 10 minutes and now being able to demonstrate it to you guys like I know what I'm doing. I'm dead impressed. I think these pretty pretty solid looking hinges as well. Yeah, I now think that if this ever broke, or if I didn't have this after being demonstrated one, I would buy it. I think if somebody showed me this in a showroom, let's just boost it, guys, shall we? That's got to be a demo mode, hasn't it? Let's just boost it. If somebody showed me this the way I've just explained it, I would be trying to buy it. Now, I want to tell you something else. It does say paid on the initial video, guys, and that's because I didn't pay for this. Now remember, I was happily using this, and I've been using this for nearly 2 or 3 years. I turn it on, it has a little light that beeps, see the light? And you know, I was happy. I'm now telling you that this is going to go to the wife. This bad boy is now in the collection. Oh, I forgot to cover the best bit about this. Right, let me cover the best bit about this. Right, so let's turn it off. Okay, this is why I like this. You could have 3 watches on the go, couldn't you? You could be wearing a watch, right? And you could decide that you're going to wear your Yachtmaster today, right? And you put your Yachtmaster on, right? You then put the other watch in, you then put it on the winder, right? And you go to line 2, and it's a special watch, so then you automatically up the beats per minute. Sorry, turns per day, and then you hit the ground running. So that one is now running, and then your line 2, which is 650, is still running. Does that make sense? And then when you decide to come back, you would then turn off line 1, and that's still going. I've come back, and then I decided to wear this one instead. Same scenario, guys. Put that one down and then put this one on, right? That one goes on the and look at the spring. It's not causing too much strain on the bracelet. You see that? Where that one does give it quite a good pull, and I've never been happy with that. So that one goes in, right? And then you put that one on, and then you go to the second one, right? And then you turn that one off, and then you would take that one back on. So literally, if you had, you know, 3 watches that you wanted to wear on rotation, then this is the perfect toy for you. And I'm not going to call this a toy, actually. I think this is a pretty clever thing, guys. I mean, the remote control, I didn't know it was going to have a remote control. I mean, I could play with this for hours. It's an absolute stunning unit, isn't it, guys? I forgot I'm demonstrating, so I put the light back on. I'll tell you this, I like this so much, I would buy it. I don't know how else I can. There's one other thing I noticed though, if you're really picky, that's sticking out slightly there. It's not sticking out there, and it's really sticking out there. It's really catching. You see that? It's catching, not catching. But life's too short, isn't it, guys, to care about the little things. I'm super excited about this unit. I think the best way to prove that I like this is to not take the sledgehammer to it, because I have this new plan. If they send me products that are crap, I'm going to sledgehammer them. So this one is not going under the sledgehammer. What a great product. Now, I'm going to use it for a month, and then I'm going to give you what I really think about the unit, and if I really like it, I'm going to keep it. If I'm 50-50 on it, I'm going to give it away. If I think it's rubbish, I'm going to take the hammer to it. I am. But I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment, guys. So watch this space, guys. Give me a month and I'll give you some feedback, and then let's let them see you out with a bit of a spin. So far, fantastic product. Cheers. Catch you on the next video, guys.